Hello everyone, it's me, Rory Paddock from pixelthepaddock.co.uk. I am recording this at just coming up to 3:30 on Friday afternoon, but we're going to be avoiding Friday's action, and I'm going to be looking ahead to Saturday's racing from both Bellewstown over in Ireland and the Lincoln meeting at Doncaster. Now, I'm not going to be talking about the Lincoln. I'm not going to be talking about the Brocklesby. If you want our selections for those races, then head on over to our completely free app. Just type in Picks from the Paddock in either the App Store or Google Play Store. Download it for free, and everything you'll need will be right on there. We do preview every single ITV race shown live, so make sure you don't miss out on a winner. That being said, there are 4 horses I'm very keen on this Saturday. So without further ado, let's get stuck into today's action and see whether or not we can make Saturday a very profitable one indeed. First up, we're going to head to Ireland just to shake things up a bit. They're meeting at Bellewstown, and we're going to go to the 4:15 race. So if I bring up the race card there, should be able to see that on screen. We've got that, the 4:15, and I'm going to go with the one we dream of. That's my selection. Have a look through the card. Number 7 on the race card, 4-year-old for Gavin Cromwell. Now, looking at the race, and I have to be honest and say that, look, if the ground wasn't going to be heavy, I'd be all over Too Bright. That horse would have a serious chance, but I'd actually be shocked if that horse ends up running with the conditions the way they are. If that ends up being pulled, it'll be no surprise whatsoever. But obviously, with the weather playing a huge factor, it is heavy ground. I have gone on for the hunt for a horse who will relish the muddy conditions. It is the one we dream of that gets my vote. Seems to tick all the right boxes. The horse might not have tackled a race on the flat for over 150 days, but he'll be fit for his exploits over hurdles. He finished 4th in a very competitive affair at the Curragh over this trip and on this ground when last seen on the flat, and a repeat of that performance should be enough to see him go very close once again. The one we dream of each way in the 4:15 at Bellewstown for me. Now that's my little detour to Ireland. Let's get back onto UK soil. Let's go to Donny. Obviously, they've got the showpiece racing of the day. We can see the Brocklesby there. But in fact, my first selection of 3 at Doncaster comes in the 2:25, which is the Spring Mile. And I'm going for Arthur's Realm. You can see currently best price 9-1. Now, got to let the cat out of the bag. I've got to be completely truthful with everyone that's watching and say that I did have a short list of 3. I will be backing all 3. My shortlist of 3 did include Isle of Skye and Broken Spear, so I couldn't put any of you off those 2. But I do prefer Arthur's Realm the most out of that trio. Ed Dunlop's Charge won this race last year before going on to finish 3rd over the same course and distance later in the season. Now, that 3rd was behind Artemis and Atrium and Empire State of Mind, who both have very lively chances in the Lincoln later on the card. Now, on a decent mark, will strip fitter for his run at Newcastle. He ran at Newcastle just like he did last year before going on to win this race. It seems that Ed Dunlop has used the same sort of plan. This is obviously tougher than last year's renewal, but ground in his favour, decent mark, and I think he looks generously priced at 9-1. So that's Arthur's Realm. Arthur's Realm for me in the 2:25 at Doncaster. Then moving on to the following race. It is the 6 furlong sprint, the listed Camage Trophy. And I'm hoping it's a royal winner with King's Lynn. Now, I've obviously gone from one course and distance winner to another. I am going for King's Lynn in the Camage, but Comanche Falls does have a really good record here at Doncaster, despite never actually winning at Doncaster. So again, I think that horse is going to produce a really decent performance. I'd be shocked if that's not in the top sort of 3 or 4. So if you're looking for a potential each way bet to nothing, Comanche Falls at 5-1. It's probably fairly priced, but I think that'll be in the mix. That being said, it's the King's horse that I'm going for. Should love the fact that he's down into listed company, considering that he was in Group 1 races for a lot of last season. He's got form in the book that suggests he goes well fresh, and Andrew Balding's Charge is the one for me. That's Kings Lynn in the Camage Trophy at 3 o'clock. We then have to wait a while until my final selection from Doncaster comes in the last race. It's the 550. And I've gone for top weight highlighter. That's the one that I'm going to go for, with Gemma Tutty training and Billy Loughnane in the saddle. Currently best price 5-2, but it is the one I'm going for. It'll probably be my nap of the day as well. If you're looking at my Racing Post selections, you'll see that in the Racing Post on Saturday. Now, despite the fact that Highlighter is yet to taste success in his 3-race career, I think the Midland Park runner has been found a pretty easy task for his handicap debut. You've got the likes of course and distance winner Ben Adelaide, who I think has a chance, certainly a better chance than his 14-1 odds suggests. But current 5-2 favourite should relish this trip, should relish a return to turf. That's where my money's going as my bet of the day, and my nap of the day, Highlighter in the lucky last at Doncaster. Those are my 4 selections for Saturday. As always, put your best bets for the weekend in the comments below. Any likes, comments and shares, very much welcome. And if you haven't done already, make sure you go and download our app.